Hello, this is Charlene. We are going to be dividing monomials that have powers, and powers are also known as exponents. So that's always good to remember that powers and exponents are the same thing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just rewrite this so we can kind of spread it out and think about it and look at it a little more clearly. Okay, so x, y to the fourth, and that is all over 45x y to the third. Okay, so we just need to remember that when we're looking at that the negative 15 is being multiplied times the x to the fifth, is being multiplied times y to the fourth, and then the denominator 45 is being multiplied times the x, and that is being multiplied times the y to the third. The reason why that's important to remember is because when you have all multiplication, like if I have 2x over 2, well, literally the 2 and the 2 can cancel out, and that just leaves me with x. When it's all multiplication, it's very easy to cancel things out. Okay, so let's go back over here and see what we can do first. The first thing I want to look at is just this first part, negative 15 over 45. That's just a regular fraction. I can just reduce that like a normal fraction. So negative 15 over 45 is equal to negative 1/3. You can check that, but that's not the focus of this video, so we're not going to do that on the side. Now we're going to look at this part right here. The x's. I have x's in the numerator, I have x's in the denominator. How many x's do I have in the denominator? I have 1. I have 1 x in the denominator. And so that means that I can literally cancel or take away this 1x from these 5x's. I can take away 1 from the 5, or I can cancel 1 with the 5. When I cancel 1 with the 5, it leaves me with only 4 x's up here. Does that make sense? So, and like I said take away. That is actually the way that the textbooks will teach you how to do this. They will say that x to the fifth over x to the first power is actually equal to x to the 5 minus 1. That's how they will teach you in the book. So I like to think about it in terms of canceling. That kind of helps me think about it. But either way, it works. So it's going to be x to the 4th power. Okay, and then this part right here, we got 4 y's in the numerator, and I have 1 y. Oh, no, that's 3 y's. Oop, that 3 is almost not close enough to that. Let me rewrite that. Sometimes if we can't read our own writing, it's not helpful, is it? Okay, so that's y to the 3rd power right there. So I have 4 y's in the numerator. I have 3 y's in the denominator. And that means that I can cancel all 3 of these y's. And if I cancel 3 of these of the 4, that leaves me with just 1. So that's y to the 1st power. And if I want to, I can let this 1 go invisible. So my final answer I can write as negative 1/3 x to the 4th y. So that is a completely acceptable way to write our answer. Another way to write it, if you want to, and I want to make sure that you understand it does mean the same thing, is that I can actually multiply the 1 times everything over here. This all is technically over an invisible 1. So I could write that as negative x to the 4th y all over the denominator of 3. So either way would be an acceptable way to write this answer. I just want to make sure that you, for the future, are able to recognize that this is the same thing as that. Okay, hopefully this helps you think through the process and helps you feel more comfortable with this type of problem. Just click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, and have a great day.